Hello everybody, this is BLCraft Gaming, and today I'm going to do a part 1 of my Rubik's tutorial playlist. So, I'd like to teach you guys how to solve the Rubik's Cube, and I'm not doing this for money or anything. I'm just kind of bored one day, and here we are. So, to get started, we need to learn some vocabulary, alright? That's always the most boring part of everything, but it's necessary in order for us to learn this. So first of all, let's learn what the pieces are called. Now there are 3 kinds of pieces in here. There's the center piece, and that's basically, in the center of all 9 E's. These are very important in the starting process as well as the end, and you just need to keep in mind what the colors are, so you can tell which side is which by just looking at the center tile. If I were to mix this up randomly, I could tell this was the white side because this has the white centerpiece in it, and same with all the others. So those are important there. Then we have the edge pieces. There are 4 of them. So one's here, one's here, one's here, and one's here. They're the ones that you can see 2 sides of them. So there are 4 on each of these layers. Well, not really layers, but side. And yeah, you just need to know that. And the final piece is the corner, and those are the ones where you can see 3 sides. Ding, ding, ding. There's 4 more of those. So 4 plus 4 plus 1 equals 9, of course. So 3 by 3 by 3. So no, this is not like 2 by 2 pyramid, because I might do that later, but for now, we're just sticking with the 2 by 2. And now, we need to learn the Rubik's Cube notation. But before that, we need to learn the colors. This is essential in Rubik's Cube solving in many cases, so we should learn it now. Now, usually, your top face will either be the white or the yellow will face up. So you need to get to know the order of these colors, memorize them. So first, white and yellow are probably in the beginning the most important colors. So white is on the opposite side of yellow, orange is on the opposite side of red, green is on the opposite side of blue, and if you want to read it this way, it's blue, orange, green, and then red. So what I've got right here is a Rubik's Pro Pack cube. So this is a really advanced cube. You can take a screwdriver, pluck it out, screw it, take apart the whole thing, take out the sphere, stuff like that. This is really complicated. This is a speed cube, super fast. So I classify cubes into 3 different types. Now, the first type is a brick. Luckily, I don't have any bricks in this house, and that's good, because bricks are those types of cubes that you probably found in your basement like 3 years ago, and it was like from your parents like 10 years ago or something. They're basically the kind of cubes that normally you can turn them like this, but if you want to try doing something, sometimes it will get like stuck, or it's just overall really stiff and stuff like that. You want to avoid that kind of cube because it makes people frustrated, and even me, even though I got a pretty good solve time on here. So you want to choose, in the beginning, you don't want to choose a cube like me, because this is a little bit of an overcommitment. This costs like $20 or something, and you don't want to end up wasting this just to learn the beginning. Instead, let me get my other cube. Now this is the cube that I bought 2 years ago, and as you can see, it doesn't have any logos or anything on it, so honestly I forget what kind of company made it, but it's not that bad. It's not super fast, but it doesn't stiffen up or get stuck or anything. Yeah. So you want to start out with one of these cubes. Now this only costs these kind of cubes only cost like $5 to $10, so it's a pretty good deal. And so you want to find something like this, and it's a really good practice because in the beginning you're obviously not going to start off going something like this, or it's super fast, or anything like that. So that would be for this cube, and this is probably what you should get only when you start actually like learning how to be fast at solving these cubes. In the beginning, you will probably start by like twisting, by doing whole like rotations of your hand. And obviously in later like speed cubing where you actually are in like competition, stuff like that, that is not ideal. And you just really need to start off like this though. Starting off too complicated or being too like overconfident and stuff like that is pretty bad, because you can lose your like determination, and that's not good, because you need practice and determination in order to solve the cube. So this is the so now I'm going to teach you another basic, which is the cube notation. Now notation is what I will teach you, and it's kind of complicated to learn, but you'll need to know it, because later you're going to need to memorize algorithms, and these are what basically represent the algorithms. Without them, it would be super hard to memorize all of these things that you need to do to solve the cube. So I'll teach you the notation right now. So first, I'll start with the R. So R stands for right. So obviously, they're assuming that when you're holding it, you're holding it like this. So it's so the right side would be like this. Now for the right, it goes like this. Okay, one turn like this. Now for every single turn, there are two variations on it. There's the R prime. Now the R prime is basically the opposite direction, you know? Instead of this, it's this. When you see it on a piece of paper, it will just be an R with an apostrophe next to it, like in front of it. Now, the second variation is R2, and that just basically means do it twice. And for the interesting thing about it is that it doesn't matter if you do R prime twice or R twice. Either one it works, because they will both have the same end effect. So next one is L. Now this is pretty obvious, since there's a right, there's gotta be a left. But the confusing thing is, see, the R went like this, but the L, for some reason, it goes down here. Don't ask me why they did that, but yeah, I guess that's how we should deal with it. So this is L prime, and this is L2. And the next one is F, and F is like this. So yeah, it's like that. This is F prime, and this is F2. Now your F won't be used too much, but yeah, you'll probably run into it once in a while. And now the next one is U. U means up, you know, the top part. So turning this. So this is U, this is U prime, and this is U2. This would be used pretty commonly, but the most common is obviously still R and L. And then we have B. Now this one's like rarely used. So far in my whole entire cubing like monomania, I have never seen a single algorithm that uses it. But just in case, here you go, B. Well, I might not be right on this since I don't care about B. You don't need to care about B, but I'm pretty sure it's like B, B prime, and B2. That's something you probably won't see. And the final one is D, which it means like down. So D is another like not very commonly used one. Although I'll have to say I might have seen it once or twice somewhere. So D goes like this, D prime, and D2. Yeah, I might have messed up some of these. I'm sorry, but if you want real, like, the notation sheet, they're everywhere online. You can go check them out. So that's basically all you need to know for if you're a beginner. And soon I'll be teaching you how to actually solve a cube. And I'll try to post, like, maybe one of these videos every, say, 2 days or something. It might be a little hard since, you know, I'm a kid and I have things to do, and this will probably be kind of hard to do. But I'll try to make this at the end, and I'll make it as good as I can for you guys. And before I leave, there's one more thing. A few algorithms include a move called M. Now, M is kind of weird. You hold the cube like this, where one hand grips here, one hand grips here. You take something like your second or your third finger, and you just flick it like right down the center. So this is different because you actually have to grip both sides, and you have to use your third finger or second to push it down the center. Now, this would be essentially the same as doing this and then turning it this way, but it's just much easier to do this. And so then, of course, we have M prime. We have M2. So yeah, that's all you need to know for now. You can just forget about the B because it's never going to be used, probably. And I'll see you guys later for my next part of my Rubik's Cube tutorial. Quick face reveal, by the way, in case you were wondering what I looked like.